What's going on, people? How are we? I've got a lighting issue here. Where are we? Hey, lights are in the house.
Let's go.
Big up to everyone that's here. Hit the like and subscribe button. And make sure you do me a favor and follow my guy, Saeed. It's a Thursday morning, which means it's me and Saeed. And we're going to be here for the next 45 to an hour talking about all of the transfer news that's happening, not just with Arsenal and United, because there's been some other news today we're going to discuss and get people's opinions of. So that'll be very interesting. So make sure you hit like and subscribe, people. We're very close now towards the big 5-0. We're getting close to 47. So we got to get to 50, man. Before the season starts or just as it's about to kick off, that's my target. Be amazing. So come on, man. We've got to be able to get...
we got to get Dan, man. Dan's a proper guy, man. And like I said, he's been putting the graft in. And when you get that 50, he just looks a bit nicer, man. 50 is always nice number. And then it's rolled to 100K, man. So, yeah, man. Big up Dan, man. Big up yourself. Big up the chat. Hit the like button. And, yeah, man, there's a lot to talk about. I can't lie. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on.
It's mad. There's some bombers and there's some news. And most of it is around Liverpool and Newcastle this morning, it seems. I don't know what's happening there.
Little rivalry going on, man.
You know what, right? It's mad, because, what? Let's start there. Let's start there, right?
Yeah.
Because it's nice to have a break from United and Arsenal at times, right? We will come on to us as well, but we can't not talk about the Isak stuff, the Ekatike stuff. Today, it looks like... I don't know about you. Let's start with Newcastle, right? I don't know about you. I'm just having the group chat for Race for Europe is going off at the moment, right?
Is it?
Yeah, man. Pete, bless him. Pete's a Newcastle fan. He's getting a lot of stick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying what's happening. Newcastle can't get their targets across the line. It's just broken now that Vissa would prefer Spurs over Newcastle.
What?
Yeah,
no way.
Man. Wants to go to Spurs.
Who said that?
Yeah, that's broken now. There's just been some news break. Let me just get it correct because I don't want to get it wrong. It was either Ornstein or Romano or one of those guys. Was it? Can't think. No, sorry, it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't Ornstein or Romano. I don't want to report bad news. It was people that don't. Some people like him, some people don't. It's TalkSport. What's his name? Alex. What's his name on TalkSport? Alex Crook. Yeah. So he's
a
like
bit of an iffy one. I don't really rate him, but I guess
so that's what they're chatting about now. Yeah, to be honest with you, Sal, I don't rate or unrate anybody, to be fair. I just see how it goes. I just share information, but that's the information received that he would rather follow Thomas Frank to Spurs than go to Newcastle. Now that's João Pedro, right? Ekatike, João Pedro, potentially Kudus and Mbeumo. Not too sure how interested they were, but they were linked. They ended up with Elanga, obviously. They are Gehi. That's gone quiet for Newcastle now. It looked like he was going there in January. I think everybody thought they were going back in the summer for him. Newcastle was struggling, Saeed, and even this Isak news, as much as they think they're going to keep him and all that, and I understand it's going to take a hell of a lot. I'd be worried if I was a Newcastle fan, bro. What are you telling me?
Bro, listen, they got a good signing in Elanga. I think Elanga will do well for them, even though the price is a little bit too steep, yeah. But they've got him over the line, right? But keeping Isak isn't as... Don't get me wrong, in the short term, it's good now. The season that they're going to get, Champions League football, it was clear as anything. They needed to keep Isak, bro. It was paramount. They kept Isak, right? And then when I look at it, and I'm like, damn, but then you're only having him for a year, really. Like a year is practical because then we said it with Rubs, yeah. Barcelona might be active. Bayern Munich might be active. PSG might be active. Like they could really have a bad season next season, yeah. And then be like, yo, what do we need to do to level up? We just go get Isak. It's like scoring goals, and he will score goals for Newcastle again. But it's like, I think for me, they should not have, again, this is difficult because he's rejected Newcastle for Liverpool. But had they gone a bit earlier, but they were always scared that maybe Liverpool then will go in for Isak. And that's the problem. They've looked over their shoulders, and Liverpool are lurking around saying, well, if you do this, we're going to do that. And if you do that, we're going to do this. And it's almost like they're stuck. What can they really do? They've got Liverpool absolutely breathing down their necks, saying, if you go for Isak, if you say no to Isak, we're going for Ekatike.
It's like a chess move, isn't it?
Chess move, bro. Listen, Liverpool have absolutely bullied them. I'm sorry. It's a bully move from Liverpool, bro. And fair play, they've got what they wanted, but my word, man, if I'm a Newcastle fan, I am absolutely fuming because Isak's our player. But then we've not got Ekatike to bolster the squad. And then we've got Isak, who potentially could now leave next summer. he might be not happy as well, by the way. It's like, he might say, oh my God, what are you lot doing? Why have you not let me leave? Or why have you done this and that? Like, he might secretly, deep down, I know he might not say it out in public, but secretly he might be thinking, you know what, man? Nah, they were after me, you know. And then all of a sudden they've gone with Ekatike. Yeah, big up Rums, man.
Big up Rums, man.
Is that like real talk though? Is that like something that I'm like, yo, like it's a big, like you said, chess move. And Liverpool have basically are in a firm position where they're getting a good player in Ekatike. Yeah, he might not be, but he's got the potential to be a top player. And we've seen it with Frankfurt, we've seen it with France under 21. He's got the potential to maybe be another Isak. And then they've got the idea that they can actually get Isak next summer if they want to. If they want to, they could.
Bro, what's mad, yeah, and what would be mad is if they end up with both this summer. Like, I'm not being funny.
No, that won't happen. That won't happen. I'm sorry.
I'm not being funny. I don't think they're gonna go, we'll get Ekatike and we'll just leave you alone with the Isak thing. I think wouldn't even surprise me if they lumped in a bid still. Like, real talk. Liverpool.
But they only said though, Dan, sorry to cut you off, but they said that they will only put a bid in if they felt that Newcastle were open to selling. But because they haven't been seeing that, they said, you know what, F you lot, we're gonna go for Ekatike.
It's mad, bro.
You know what I'm saying, broski? You see what I mean? This is why it's not been done yet, bro. You know what I mean? Because they felt like they weren't really getting an idea. If Newcastle were open to selling, that's what Liverpool would have said. You know what? We're ready to put 120 million deal right now. You see what I'm trying to say, bro?
I thought, are they going to just stop with the Isak thing and go for Ekatike? Basically, right? Newcastle have got to decide which one they want to be wearing a Liverpool shirt. And they obviously want it to be Ekatike, not Isak, because one of them's going to be wearing a Liverpool shirt. It looks as if now there's been loads of people in the last half hour. I know you and Roms are talking about it. Ornstein half hour ago said that Liverpool are advancing with Ekatike. Negotiations for the 23-year-old in excess of 80 million euros. The French international wants Liverpool, so personal terms are no issue. Romano also says that Liverpool have submitted a bid for Ekatike. Already informed Liverpool they want more, but the proposal rejected was initial contact. Talks are going to continue. Ekatike has said yes to Liverpool. There's no issues on personal terms. He wants Liverpool. So, look, man, this is a mad one. Newcastle are now apparently moving towards Visser. And Ben Jacobs, right?
Ben Jacobs tweeting right now.
Ben Jacobs is basically, this is mad, by the way.
Can you put this on the screen? Yeah, please. Yeah. What's going on here? What's going on here, Dad, man? What's going on here, Yo. No. We need to relax, you know, man. I came there for a chill stream, you know. Daniel, yo, what's going on here, man? Yo, damn boss, man. Don't be. Yo, listen, this is serious, man. This ain't no joking matter, you know. What is this here? Let's read this out. Why are they putting Mbeumo in everything though? Like, they're mad.
Oh my, sorry man, I need to read this out, but I can't stop laughing. So the Newcastle United have got Visser on their radar, as called by Ornstein. They're set to make an approach to Brentford. It's a 50 million plus valuation. Brentford can extend Visser's contract until 26 and protect his value. Brentford don't want to lose both Visser and Mbeumo in the same window. So Newcastle's interest in the former could impact United as well. Newcastle want quick clarification on Ekatike and have lost confidence on Wednesday that a deal was possible, as revealed on TalkSport. So Brentford ain't selling both, according to Ben Jacobs.
No, they're selling both, man. I don't care what they do. Yeah. They are going to sell both of them, yeah. I don't like now Brentford has started to really piss me off now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, man, will sell both, bro. Yeah. Like so many other teams have sold both. You're selling both, yeah. I know it's gonna take a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be hard, bro. I hear it. Two of your best goal scorers, but they're losing both. Yeah. So they can do all of this, and Ben Jacobs can twist it around to get more tweets and likes. I hear it. It's like they put Ekatike. We were never really rejected by Ekatike. Like, he wanted Liverpool all along. We never made a bid. We never really was firmly interested. Like, we never did anything. But these clubs here, they love to use Man United as a story. Same way they do with Arsenal. We're a big club, Dan. So it's going to sell and generate tweets, clicks, likes, etc., etc. Like, bro, I don't like it, bro.
Any single bit of news at the moment, has got Brian and Mbeumo's name in it. It's like,
bro, exactly, bro. It's like Plettengo yesterday. Plettengo, what did he put yesterday, bro? He goes something about United were involved as well. I'm like, bro, United are not involved in that signing, bro. Why are you trying to put us in the thumbnail, bro? Like, allow us, man. You know what I mean, bro? So I think for me, United's conversation with Mbeumo is separate to Oisa's. They are separate negotiations. We will get Mbeumo. It's just going to take a while, isn't it? And my frustration is the time it's taking rather than the reality of us losing out. Because he's only wanting us. Like, I haven't got another club after him. We haven't got another team after him. Like, he wants to come to Man United.
How has he not done, bro? How have you not done that yet?
Brother, he's got onto the USA tour, man. He's got on like, bro, if he don't return back here, if he's not a Man United player by middle of next week, then it's khalas, bro, because we then got a tour, and I don't see players going to the tour, and you know what I mean, bro. It's just it's a mess. You can't be having a player arriving to a tour late, you know what I mean, and expecting things to be happening, bro. Get him before the tour starts. What are you doing? Like, are you stupid? Yeah, it's stupid, bro.
This is the Alex Crook thing, man. Like, people say he's not reliable, whatever, but we, might as well share the information. He's tweeted out that Newcastle have considered themselves out of the running for Ekitike ever since Liverpool joined the party, which is no big shock. Said yet another one that got away. Oh, that's a bit of a dig. Vissa is one option, but sources believe he would prefer a reunion with Thomas Frank at Spurs. It wouldn't surprise me if the Magpies moved for Sesko, That's what I heard today, Sesko being linked with Newcastle, Said.
Yeah. Sesko. The thing is with Sesko, I can't see him going to Newcastle. I think he had his sets, his kind of eyes on Arsenal, and I think really, really, truly, he's distraught, man. I think deep down, Sesko's distraught that he's not going to Arsenal, and he's obviously you lot are favouring Gyokeres, even though the Gyokeres one is still again got a bit quiet. Like, I don't know what's happening. People are saying medical Friday. I don't know personally for me, but he's going to be one of them that would rather wait another year and then go somewhere like a big club, maybe like a Bayern Munich. I don't know, maybe a Bayern Munich, maybe a Barcelona. I don't know, somewhere next season, but he might think, you know what, I could be the next this, or I could be the next that. You know what I mean? So I really think for me with Benjamin Sesko, Newcastle, can they pull it off? We said they want to, but if Tottenham come back in for him, it's another situation there as well. But then you know what's mad, yeah? Nottingham Forest want Wissa, but then Tottenham might piss them off and say, get Wissa, then go get Gibbs White. You know what I've noticed here? This summer's like the summer of like just pissing you off, bro.
It's like a domino effect, isn't it? It's like
it's like a domino effect, bro.
Yeah.
You see how we had hijacks a couple of summers ago? This is the domino effect, bro.
It is, bro. It is. Look, I think Newcastle have got a problem with the striker situation, right? I totally appreciate why they got rid of Callum Wilson because of his fitness, but that is a perfect backup when he's fit, right? They're going to struggle now to bring somebody in. Sesko's not going to come and sit on the bench for Isak, right? Yeah. Neither is Ekitike, clearly, which is why he knows he's going to go and start at Liverpool. True. I think Witsel probably wants first-team football and probably fancies his chances ahead of Solanke at Spurs over ahead of Isak at Newcastle. Obviously, Wood at Forest as well, he's got a chance. Newcastle are going to get very, very hard. So they're going to, like for me, they're going to have to look at a player that's going to have to come in as a bit of a younger, wants to prove himself in the Premiership type striker, because I don't know how they're going to get one of these names that's like killing it in first-team football to sit on the bench behind Isak, Said.
Bro, you know what it is, though? They do need depth because they've lost Callum Wilson. Asula is more of a winger than a striker. They do need backup, though. This is the problem, though. Like, Isak has been burnt out. Last summer, I don't know if you remember, but he got burnt out last summer. You know what I mean, bro? And ultimately, you got to remember, they struggled towards the end, and they nearly bottled the top 5. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, bro. In the final day, if Aston Villa had won, Newcastle would have been 6. So they need backup, bro. You know what I mean? And I think ultimately you got to remember, it's like, they can't only be relying on him, and they got to have different solutions, different game plans, bro. And they can play a 4-4-2. I think he played like that again with Bournemouth. I think when Josh King and Callum Wilson used to play up front for Bournemouth, and he's played 4-4-2. So it could be a possibility, but you know what I mean? When Liverpool came calling, bro, this is the problem, though. Newcastle, yeah, they're meant to be a big club, you know, big fan base, big stadium, huge owners. Why is Newcastle now not attractive? Why are they getting rejected, bro? Real talk, though. Like, what? Like, I'm struggling to understand, bro. Like, what? Who's the guy that's talking to them? Is it a like, bro? Like, what happened to them, bro? Like, people say they're a small club and they'll laugh at Newcastle. But I'm sorry, me and you, we grew up on Shearers and you know what I mean, and Kevin Keegan, and they were in the title race in the early 90s, you know what I mean, and they were doing all right, like, you know, like, come on,
12
bro.
points clear, man. They were 12 points clear. It's probably the biggest bottle job ever, to be fair. Newcastle not winning that league against you, because 12 points clear. Wow. But I gotta be honest.
I would love it. I would love it if we beat them.
I would love it if we beat them. That's one of the best interviews ever, man. I've got to be honest. I've always liked and respected Newcastle, right? I've always had a bit of a soft spot for them. I felt sorry for them when they had the Mike Ashley and Steve Bruce days, and I felt like they were a club that I always looked at and thought, you know, I want them to do well. They got a great stadium. It's a great city, passionate fan base. I hope they do well. When they got taken over, I was calm with it, because I thought, you know what? If any fan base was to deserve it, then it's them. They've been treated like crap, to be fair. And then I look at some of the ways the fans have reacted to this Isak news, and I'm like, whoa. And I'm not saying it's all Arsenal fans, all Newcastle fans.
Yeah. What they said?
My goodness. There's a section of them like crybabies. They're like, it's really embarrassing, man. Like in my chat yesterday, I was with Errol talking about the Isak news, and it was like some real serious, like, over the top stuff. And I'm like,
protective, right?
Yeah, but you got to get used to this. You've had it. I've had it. We've lost big players. We've lost players we didn't want to lose. You've lost Ronaldo. I lost Van Persie to United. I lost Fabregas. I lost Alexis Sanchez. I don't want all these guys to go, but I understand that we're not in the position, or weren't at the time, and probably still aren't, to not let them go to a Barcelona or a Real Madrid. And Isak could go to a Barcelona. If you want to be in the big boys, get used to this, by the way. You don't get 11 players and they stay with you for 15 years. Like, they get linked. Like, that's what happens if you're a big club. And Newcastle clearly aren't used to that, because the way they reacted is scary, man. I can't believe some of the reactions. It's like over the top, slagging off people, getting personal, you know, slagging off Scousers and slagging off Londoners and all this. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I had to delete a few people yesterday from my chat because they were just abusing me and Errol, like talking about Isak rumors. I'm like, it's not my fault he wants to go or might want to go. Do you know what I mean? It's mad.
Real talk, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is Igno. Like, it's not your fault, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? It's just the reality, man. It's the reality, bro. I'm in the reality that we're gonna get hopefully Mbeumo over the line and Cunha, and then we're gonna have to sell players to generate money. It's the reality, man. Like, yeah, bro. Like, we're not top 6 this season. We're not going to be doing a lot of things that we wanted to do. Like, sometimes, but the thing is that you got to remember, it's like Newcastle, when they have their players like Alan Shearer, you know what I mean, and whatnot, they're still protective of Alan Shearer. You know what I mean? Like, even though, you know, he rejected Man United, bro, we got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We sing that song. He sent you down. He sent you down. You know what I mean? So they're a very, very protective club, and I hear it. You know what I mean?
I've got nothing against people protecting their own club, but when they're getting abusive, I find it mad. And it's not all of them, by the way. It's not all Newcastle fans. I know a lot of them that are sound, and there's a lot on here that are probably watching now that
they're a very passionate fan base as well.
Very, very, and I love that. I love that. I love passion in football, and I think that's what it should be about. But look, that's Newcastle. I think, if I'm honest, I'll be disappointed with how they've moved so far. Long way to go. Could end good for them. Liverpool, just quickly, they're going to get a 9 or 10 hour window here, bro, aren't they? You know,
I was just saying it, bro, you know. Someone put a super chat saying, without Rodrigo, what do you rate this win by? And I said, 8.5, man, 9, like, you know, around there. You know, I mean, it's a serious window, bro. Florian Wirtz, Ekitike, Frimpong, Gyokeres, Madueke, and one more, I forgot.
And they want, if they get Rodrigo, that would just be...
boy. And
they want Gehi as well, right? So it's like, this is Gehi. They want Gehi.
Yeah, Gehi as well. Backup centre back as well. It's a solid window, bro. And I'm starting to now think that I still can't put my head around who's going to win the league now, man. I think people are still sleeping on the fact that City have won 4 in a row, but people are saying that they haven't got a good goalkeeper anymore. Their centre backs are not the same anymore. But then I look at their midfield and their attack, and it's devastating, man. So I don't know what Newcastle like. But right now, maybe Liverpool are just slight favourites ahead of Man City. I don't know. It's a toss between Liverpool and Man City for me. Obviously, if Arsenal go and get Eze and they go and get Gyokeres, then it might be a little situation there for them. But at the end of the day, right now, the managers are a big difference as well. Like, you got to remember, like, you got players and then manager, you know? Who's the best? Slot came in, won the league title in his first year. You have to put him ahead of Arteta now. I'm sorry, but he is.
Oh, he is.
You win the league.
That's 2 years. That's two league titles he's won with Feyenoord and Liverpool.
Feyenoord, back to back.
Yeah.
You would argue he was there beforehand. Yeah. And then you've got Pep Guardiola, who's one of the best managers we've ever seen. So,
no, I agree.
Man, it's serious, bro. You know, Dad, man. This ain't no joke, you know, man.
Liverpool, man. Joke, I ain't liking this. And I just see something in the chat, right? And I know you laughed at it earlier, but the reason I brought it up was, right, I'm hearing that Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz could be out of Liverpool.
There you go.
If they sign Ekitike, this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't rule him out getting 100 million from those two and going and whacking it on Isak. This is a sort of way they're moving at the moment. Like, they're striking while the iron's hot because they know, Saeed, that Van Dijk and Salah ain't got long left. And they want to try and dominate for the next couple of years whilst they're still here. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen, and I'm not saying they're going to get Isak now, right? It looks like Ekitike is their guy and Isak staying. I wouldn't rule it out at all, man. I'm interested at 4 o'clock. I've got a show with Callum and Jamie to see where they're at, where their heads are at Liverpool, because obviously they have
Callum was moving mad, you know. You must put that thingy up, by the way, you know, video, please.
What was that? What one?
Where he was on Hossam's channel, bro, and he was moving mad, you know. Chat, you know what I mean? I was in that chat, you know, and I remember I came in the chat and I commented, and Callum was moving mad, you know. About Isak news came out, innit? Remember the Isak bomber came out, they were in for him. And then,
he's been moving mad on that for months, bruv. He's like,
yo.
He thinks they're getting him,
clip, you know. You know the one's there, so
I'm gonna have to, man. I'm gonna have to. Problem is, Cal, and the thing is, like, and I love Cal, but the thing is with Cal, right, is he's got so much wrong with Liverpool in terms of, like, he's coming, then it goes wrong because he's now got Florian Wirtz, right? He's like, the curse is over, and he's just going again. He's like, we're getting
I hear it.
So now he don't care anymore, man. He's like, whatever, you know, like Grizz has got stuff wrong. Yeah, Grizz has got like,
but he's also got a lot right. I get what you mean.
He's got stuff right, exactly, because he's got stuff right with me on my channel, right?
But
Cal had a really bad record, and all the Liverpool fans were like, just don't say he's coming, Cal. Just leave it. Do you know what I mean? And then now he's saying he's coming. So Isak's got to go with Liverpool now. Otherwise, Cal's in the mud, bless him. But man.
Man.
I don't like the way they're moving, man. I know you don't like the way they're moving either, because Man United, I know you're not fighting them at the moment.
So sick, bro. Even though right now, we're not direct rivals in a sense of, like, we're not going for the title, But bro, like, I hate Liverpool, bro. Like, I hate Liverpool more than Man City. The reason why I don't hate Man City more than Liverpool is because I've got Man City family. I see Man City fans all the time. It's more of a laugh nowadays, man. It's more of a the banter's not there anymore. Like, it's just more of a kind of, we coexist in the city, and it's like on my derby day, we'll tend to, like, rise it up a little bit, but it's not like, it's not what it used to be at the start of the derby days. Like, I prefer the organic derby days back in the day. You know what I mean? When they were shit and we were, you know what I mean, bro? Like, but Liverpool, you see Liverpool? I hate it, bro. I hate them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't hate Liverpool because I've never had that rivalry. Like, when we were rubbish, when we've been rubbish, they've been winning. And when they were rubbish, we were winning. So we never really had a rivalry. Yeah. And I thought, for the first time, brother, I was like, we're going to have a rivalry with Liverpool this season. And we didn't even get close to a title race with them. So I was like, I still can't call them rivals, really. I don't really hate on them. They've disappointed me with individual results before, of course. Like the Michael Owen FA Cup final. I'll never get over that, right? In 2001. But other than that, there ain't really been anything I look at. I mean, obviously, 89 was unbelievable with Michael Thomas at 89 at Anfield. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there was
I thought you had it, though, with Klopp and Arteta, though. I thought there was something building there. Remember with the whole... You know what I mean? Like, squared up and that. I thought there would be a rivalry there, but obviously Klopp, you know what I mean? He did his thing. And
he was
obviously,
too good, man.
Yeah, he was too good. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the reason why I'm still concerned about what Liverpool do here is because if they get 21, it could become 22, 23.
And then with you, where you're at, how are you going to get 21, 22 at the moment? Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Well, Omar Potato Waffler said that we might get that by 2028. Now, real talk, man. He told us by 2028.
Potato waffler, is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what he's called, man. You know what I mean, bro? He's got a potato head, man. You know what I mean? And he waffles a lot, man. He's an absolute con man, bro. And I'm telling you what, man. He's the guy that's come to destroy Man United, man. He's an inside job. I tweeted it, Watch out for Omar Barado. You get me? And it's lo and behold, this brother is an inside agent, bro. He was a COO. Khaldun Mubarak didn't mention his name in an interview. Nah, real talk, man. I've done my investigation. Mad. He didn't mention his name, thanking the people at the football club. His name was not mentioned.
Wow.
COO to CEO, man. That ain't, bro, man. You know what I mean?
No, I got to be honest. I don't know what's happening. Let's move to your club, man. What the hell is going on? Like, there's talks of players moving out, but they're obviously trying to get Garnacho. I see a link to Garnacho to Villa. I see Rashford to the Juventus.
Sancho wants a Premier League move, you know. Garnacho, you know. He wants a Premier League move. He wants a Premier League move. Who in the right mind in the Premier League is taking a gamble on Garnacho? Who? You tell me. You tell me.
I bet Villa would, you know.
Villa don't play with wingers though, bro. Villa play with inside forwards. They play with Jacob Ramsey, who's apparently going to Nottingham Forest now. And they play with, even now, they're playing Rodgers. They started playing Rodgers on the left and the right, bro. Remember?
Yeah, that's true. And they put Duran up there sometimes, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, like, bro. So unless they change their system.
I'll tell you who would. And I swear to God, I hope this happens. I pray this happens. Chelsea.
Bro, that is the dream, bro. Chelsea fans, why don't you want Garnacho, bro? That's his dream club, you know. I have a good authority. That's his dream club.
Please.
So, guys, we've
just given them bloody 50 million for Madueke. There you go. Go put that on Garnacho.
Yeah, put it on him, man. But this is where they're smart, though. They're one of them to kind of throw you off the cliff. Say, yo, come to the cliff, yeah? You know what I mean? And then they'll say, you go first and I'll join you. So you'll jump off the cliff first. And they'll be saying, you know what, see you later, bye-bye. You know what I mean, bro? So it's one of them where I think for me, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. He's a little bit deluded thinking that, you know what, I blocked off all the European clubs, you know. This guy should have went to Europe, matched work, and then got another big club.
Facts.
By you staying in the Premier League, yeah, I'm not saying that Garnacho doesn't do well in the Premier League because there could be an opportunity where he could do well. But would it not have been better for him, yeah, and his career, the limelight, the pressure, the media, constant, you know, negativity that surrounds him nowadays. Would it not have been better for him, yeah, to go to Europe somewhere and play for a club there? Would it not have been better? I think it would have been.
It'd been better to get out of England because he's like not hated by England, but Man United fans hate him. I don't think anyone in England will respect that transfer if it happens to their club. Like, I don't know anyone wants him because of how mad he was moving, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't see that. I don't see one club saying, Aston Villa fans, I've not heard them say, bring Garnacho, bring him, or bring that player. Bro, it's a lot of baggage. His brother, his social media, like his attitude. He, you know what? He's been given a lot too soon, you know. And this is the problem with what Man United have done. We've added to his ego because we've got a song called Viva Garnacho. So it's like we've given him the Ronaldo song, which we never should have done. You know what I mean? And then he's almost kind of like been the fan base have had this obsession with him. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember Faz with the video. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, Faz got cooked and it was like, oh, what a farce, what Faz is doing. Then all of a sudden, a couple of weeks or a couple of months later, all the United fan base are now saying the same thing online. But it's not put on social media. He's got an ego. Then he come out on an interview. Fair enough. You should have played in the final ahead of Mason Mount. I'd play Garnacho all day long over Mason Mount if we were trying to win the game in the Europa League final. But you don't come out on social media. You don't come out on Twitter. So you don't come out on an interview and start talking about me. I got us to the final. I did this. I did.
And then wear a bloody Rashford Villa shirt. Like,
yeah, bro. And again, that's what I'm saying to you, bro. You see what I'm trying to say, bro? So at the end of the day, it comes down to the fact that there's a lot of baggage. Like I said to you, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been the one that was backing Garnacho at the start. Me and Rance used to have arguments. I said, yo, leave the kid alone. He's a kid that's coming off the bench. You know what I mean, bro? He's all right. But when I started to see the ego develop and this guy started to think that he's better than what he is here, I started to realize, yo, this is not good for us. Let's move this guy on, bro. We need to get passion on this guy. And the manager saw that. He said, you know what? This is too much for someone that should be learning. This guy should be wanting to learn, bro. Not just pull a straw or think that I should be having a divine right to be in this team. The manager saw that and said, yo, see you later, bro. See you later. Go and do what you want to do.
This is the only thing I've seen him do. This overhead kick.
He's done more than Madueke. I mean, Roger, I don't want to shit on Madueke, and I know you don't rate him, but he's done more than Madueke. He scored in a FA Cup final. He scored in big games. You know what I mean? In teams where he scored winners. He's assisted a lot of times. You know what I mean? In certain games,
It's
he
like
has
up there,
done
isn't it, with
more.
him? It's like up
It's
there
up
with him.
there, exactly. It's up there. It's up there. It's up
But
there.
there's too many like that United, Saeed. There's too many up
Yeah, I
there.
know.
United, like
I know
Sancho,
it is.
like Rashford, like Garnacho. You got to get all these guys. Like people shit on players like Harry Maguire. I'm not a fan of him technically or as a player, but he ain't got problems up there. He's actually one that's actually giving 110 for United and trying to do his
Yeah.
best. Like I don't think he's good enough,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I wouldn't be shitting on him over some of the others like Garnacho and co. Right? What's happening with Rashford? Because Juventus apparently want him, right?
Bro, you know, it's again, they're using clickbait stories for United. It's like DiMarzio, Rashford are in. Like the thing is, yeah, for DiMarzio and these journalists, yeah, they need to
He's
get
a
back.
nightmare, though. He is. That DiMarzio.
DiMarzio, bro. The thing is, yeah, they will use United. Deep down, Juventus don't want Rashford, but they'll just use it to basically generate clicks. He wants Barcelona. He's not going to Juve. He wants Barcelona. But Barcelona right now at this minute, they've not made a move for him. We've not heard any concrete interest. It's almost as if they said to Rashford, yo, stay at home and be there when a text is ready. I may or may pick you up. Just make sure you got your phone ready. Rashford's got his phone ready and he's waiting, bro. You know what I mean? But that's what he's doing right now. He's waiting, and ultimately, United want money up front. They don't want no loans anymore, bro. We need money up front. Aston Villa, I thought, would have bought Rashford.
Yeah,
I
same.
thought to myself, you know what? Rashford will be bought under the manager. Surely they buy Rashford. They didn't. They didn't, bro.
How much do you want for him, though? How much do you want for him?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Give me 30 million.
Do you know what? I think that's a fair thing to say because I thought you were going to go mad. I think that would be a fair deal for all parties. As long as he doesn't want mad wages, yeah.
But maybe he does. Maybe he does. Maybe they do.
He can't ask for 300 a week, man. That's ridiculous.
No, he won't ask for 300 a week, but he'll ask for at least 200. He'll ask for 200.
That'd be a good signing for Villa. 200 grand a week, 30 million. I don't think that'd be a shocking signing, to be fair.
He'll ask for 200, at least 200, at least minimum.
Do you think that's good for Villa? Do you think Villa would do that?
Villa won't do that. Villa have got away from all that. They've got PSR issues and stuff like that. So I don't think they can afford Rashford.
That's why I think he's going to go Europe, man. I think he's going to go abroad.
He's going to go abroad. But the thing is, though, he has to make a move because, you know what I mean? You want to start the season with a club. You can't be going into September and not be having a club, bro. You know what I mean? We don't want to be on transfer deadline day where we've got no players in and we're still finding out if Rashford wants to leave or not, bro. Like, it's real talk because then he's got to wait a couple of months until January, bro. And can he really be afford to not play football until January? Can you?
Nah. Like they've all got to fight. Like they've all got to just cut their ego, cut their losses, and go right. This is my career.
Real talk.
This isn't, you know what I'm saying? This isn't about getting Man United or one over Man United. I'm 26, 27, 20, however old they all are. They've all got to go. Garnacho's younger than that. They've all got to go and actually revive their careers. Rashford abroad to a Dortmund or a Juventus might work for him. Sancho likewise. We've seen what he does at Dortmund. You've got Garnacho as well. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. I think it's time for them to just cut their losses. What's this Emi Martinez rumor, man? Is there truth in this?
Emi Martinez, yeah, there's a tier 1 source from Argentina. It's called Gastonui or something like that. He reports on Argentina news. He's saying that Man United are ready to make a bid for Emi Martinez. And personally, for me, I'm 50-50 on Martinez. I don't think he's as bad as Onana, but I don't think he's really been amazing in the last 2 years, bro. He's made a lot of mistakes last year, if you've watched him. And I just worry about his motivation. I worry about, you know what I mean, personally for me, whether he can be that United, like that United player that we take away Onana. Is Martinez going to come in and level it up a little bit? You know what I'm saying, bro? So I ain't gonna lie to you. For me personally, I would take him for the right price. If he's 20 million, 25 million, I would take him, bro. I really would. I wouldn't mind.
They're talking about a release clause, like 21. Yeah, there's a lot of resources here that I see it in the chat, and I looked at it myself earlier, and I couldn't believe it. He's got a £21.6 million release clause. United are prepared to offer more than that.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
see that as well. Yeah. See
I
that
think
that
he'd
right
be.
there,
I
willing.
actually think he'd be a good signing, bro. I can't lie.
Right, I will. Yeah. I'm willing to do that, bro. I'm willing to do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's not the keeper that I want, but you know what? A stopgap for 2 years while we go and get the next keeper in maybe that's out there. Then maybe we could do that. But right now, at the minute, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even the goalkeeper market ain't that great. When you deep it, like there's only really Costa. I like Chevalier, which is the next up and coming player for me that I think a lot of people are sleeping on. And then it's like you're looking at the likes of Ter Stegen and Maignan, and you know what I mean, like them guys there who are of the old generation, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like them man are not the sort of keepers that are right now tearing it up right now. You feel me? So I would go with I would just say, you know what? Let's go and get Emi Martinez. It's not the worst in the world. It's not the best in the world, but it's you know what I mean, bro. Yeah, the Leicester goalkeeper's not bad as well. I forgot his name.
Hamadson, is it? Or something?
Emerson, yeah, I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
him as well.
yeah.
But just give me a steady Eddie, bro. I just want a steady Eddie. Doesn't make mistakes. It's just simple goalkeeper. You know what I mean?
Bro,
But
Nana's awful, man. He's awful,
bro. Of course. But for me, it's like I think United fans, be careful of your expectations on Emi Martinez. I really, really do. Be careful, man. Because
would you take Ramsdale? Would you take Ramsdale?
Nah.
No.
Nah, bro. He looks like he's been. You know what it is, bro. He looks like he's been. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know what I mean? Like mentally and whatnot. Like I don't know. He's back to back. How many relegations he had now? He's came out of the Arsenal team. I don't know if he's in the right mindset, bro, to be a goalkeeper at United, bro. You know what I mean, bro? You know when you've been relegated,
he's better than Onana, but is he going to take United?
He's better than Onana, but he's not. You know what I mean? Not going to take us to the next level again. You know what
I think Ramsdale's a good goalkeeper. I think he gets harsh stick, to be fair, but I think Martinez would be a good signing for you. I really do. I got to say it. I think he would be. Obviously, you'd like Michael Maignan or Diogo Costa. There's other goalkeepers out there, but you know that Leon one, not Leon, Lille one. That Chevalier, is it Chevalier?
Chevalier, that's the one I want. Yeah, that's the one I want.
That's the one you should get, really. But I don't know how much he's going to be. But yeah, United. I don't know who else you're linked with though, bro. Like I don't see any links with United. Like it's mad, bro.
Yeah.
Like you got obviously links to you've got Cunha, Brian Mbeumo.
We've been linked with Estepinian from Brighton, left wing back. I wouldn't mind him if I'm being honest with you.
But you got Dorgu, man.
Yeah, but we need backup. And also Dorgu, as good as he's been, we're still at that stage where we need to relax with Dorgu's hype. I think he still needs to be eased in. You know what I mean, Dorgu. But I think Estepinian would be a good shout. There's been little small links to Douglas Luiz and whatnot. You know what I mean? But again, that's something that right now I don't know if it's going to be available. But yeah,
it's striker, man. No striker.
Striker, bro. We had little feelers about Watkins about 2-3 weeks ago. But again, that's gone downhill a little bit. You know what I mean? It's dark, brother. It's dark, man.
I see Jackson. Yeah, I see Jackson yesterday. I started laughing, man.
Bro, you know what it is with Jackson? Yeah, the reason why I don't believe it is that we right now at this current minute don't have the money, bro. You know, if the money was there, I would be a bit worried. Yeah, but we don't have the money for Mbeumo. So when Chelsea fans are saying, "Oh, he's going to be available, 60 million," I don't see it, bro. No. I see him going more Villa than I see him going.
I can see that. You know,
Villa, Unai Emery, former manager, knows him well. You know what I mean, bro? Can play on the left, can play on the behind Watkins in a 2. You know what I mean? They can play a 4-4-2 as well. So he probably suits Aston Villa more than he does United. If I'm being truly honest with you,
bro. Mate, yeah, I can see. If I'm honest, I can see him because obviously Nicholas Jackson was Emery, wasn't it, at Villarreal? So I can kind of see.
Yeah, he's the one that he talks about him a lot, saying that he owes a lot to Unai Emery. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, there is a striker that's literally just become available a minute ago. Aubameyang.
Aubameyang. Oh yeah, he's going to Marseille, though, isn't he?
That's what they reckon. Yeah, I was joking, but yeah, he's obviously just terminated his contract in Saudi. 21 goals and 4 assists in 36 games, bro. He's still a bagsman. I don't care what anyone says.
How old is he now? But how old is he now?
34, I think.
No, I think he's older than that.
Maybe he's 35. Maybe he's. I don't know. Can't keep up now. To be fair, someone in the chat will let me know. How old is he? Oh, is he 36?
36. Wow, man.
Crikey, is he
Time
that old?
flies.
Wow, 36. That's mad, bro. I loved him, man. I absolutely loved Aubameyang. I appreciate he had to go, but yeah, 36, bro. Wow. Do you know what? I'd rather have him than some of the names you've been linked with. My God, some of the names I see in Man United, it's like desperate.
Aubameyang, you know, man.
Calvert-Lewin and all this crap.
He's still available, you know. That's mad, you know, bro. Like he's
Yeah, he'll
left his
probably go
job.
back to France, won't he? He'll probably go back to France. Marseille are linked with him, apparently. So, in concrete talks with his camp over a 2-year deal, apparently. So, Aubameyang, crazy. He's now a free agent. Could do worse. Could do a lot worse. It's mad. But I think United, they'll do it. And Man United's, like, for me, the structure at United now should be get rid of these players and get some money for them. That's the first thing.
Bro,
Anthony, Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, they all need to get the hell out, man.
This is what Ten Hag done, bro. This is the Ten Hag, what he done to us, man. This is what I'm saying, bro. Ten Hag has killed us, man. Ten Hag killed us, bro.
How many of those have been genuine good signings?
I think overall, I'd say Casemiro's been a good signing. I'd say Martinez-ish injury record, I can't lie to you, has killed us. De Ligt I like, Mazraoui I like, Xerxes I like, but the rest of them, Euro I like. But Anthony, Rasmus Højlund, Mason Mount, Ugarte, Onana, Malacio, Ericsson was okay. But yeah, a lot of them are bust, bro.
Let's be honest, I look at the state of that and how much you've spent there, right? Does that give you a total of how much that is?
Yeah, it's 660 million.
Yeah, I can't read that. Sorry, my eyes aren't as good as yours. 616 million. Look at the trash that has been spent on. That is a sackable offense, man, in itself.
But that's what I'm saying to you. This is why I hate this brother, you know. I actually hate him, bro. Like, it's personal between me and the Ten Hag, bro. There was people defending this guy, bro. Like, generally, you see how I'm not really a fan of Amorim, yeah? I'm not really a fan of, but bro, I don't really hate Amorim. You see this brother here? I hate him, bro. I actually hate him, bro.
Look at that,
and the worst thing about it is, yeah, like, I don't give a shit if he won trophies. I swear down, like, it's good for him, bro. Really and truly, he's not done anything for our whole football club, yeah? You know what I mean? Sometimes trophies can really, really mask a lot of problems. And he has masked a lot of problems with this guy here. But this brother here, the cheek of him to buy all these players and not want them back, bro. Why do you not want them back, bro? Why do you come in for Mason Mount? Why do you come in for Højlund? You know you effed up, bro. You know what I mean, bro? You know you effed up, man.
It's poor, man.
SCG, man. SCG, bro. SCG killed us. That agency and him there as well. That's what I'm saying to you. Hate-alongs, I stopped them for the Premier League, but it won't be stopped for Bundesliga. Every week I'm there, bro. Hate-along settings. Real talk, bro.
I thought he was absolute shambles. Out of that whole list, I'd say Euro has got potential. I think Mazraoui's been decent. De Ligt still like some question marks, but he hasn't been a shocker. Neither has Martinez. But other than that, I'm really struggling, really. to give any of them credit, man. It's just
real talk, bro.
Embarrassing.
It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke, bro.
It is. But we see, man. Look, let's finish on Arsenal. There's a lot of talk about Friday being the day that we announce Gyokeres, Madueke and Mosquera.
Gyokeres Day.
Yeah, it's a Gyokeres Day Friday. However, there's been no news to back that up. Since then, it's been a guessing game, if I'm honest with you. Romano's latest on his channel, I don't know if it's his channel or a channel he's been on, about Gyokeres is apparently that still waiting for news on the future of Gyokeres. Agents of the player are still in London to try to complete the agreement of the add-ons between Arsenal and Sporting. So they're still working on the deal. I can't believe it's taken this long, brother, because we have apparently agreed everything with him and he's desperate to come to Arsenal. I think it's going to get done. I think what Berta's doing is he's trying to negotiate and he's trying to not get mugged off. But 55 M's with add-ons, I think that's unbelievable business. I've got to be honest with you.
Bro, I can't lie to you, bro. It's one of them kind of almost worth the wait kind of things where, you know what, for the deal that you've got there, I think it's a very, very good deal. Knowing what you're getting as well. Like, I don't really look at like, oh, nobody went in for him or et cetera, or da-da-da-da. I don't really look at that, bro, if I'm being true honest with you. I just look at the fact that you lot have got a good player, bro. A good striker. And someone that can be ready as well for the tour. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I don't know what day you fly out for the tour. But you know,
Well, literally, we've got the end of this week, and then everyone goes to Asia. So
oh yeah,
literally, you've got to get it done Friday, really.
it's got to get it done Friday, really. You know what I'm saying? So you get that done, and then you're like, okay, right, you got you know, you got these players in through the door. This now looks like a signing where you can get behind now a little bit, and you can be like, you know what, bad boy striker now. It's took a while, it's took wherever, but I think a lot of the kind of framework of it is done because the player wants you. He's not chosen anywhere else. He's wanted you lot. It should get done. It's like it's frustrating the process, but it should get done. You know what I mean, bro? So
Yeah,
it's like
it should be.
You're in the right path there, and I think ultimately it's looking a bit more promising your window now. All of a sudden, it looks a bit more better now. Yes, the other guys are not solid and whatnot. You know what I mean, bro? But you know what I'm saying? Like it's there, bro. It's there. It's there.
Sorry to bring United back into it, but it makes that Højlund deal look even worse now, don't it?
Brother, I would never get rid of Højlund, bro. I'll be real with you. Like that Højlund deal, I remember saying to people, yeah, me and Cabs were debating. I said, go and get Vlahovic that summer. And Vlahovic would have been a bit more of a at the time, a bit of a banker. I remember arguing, saying, yo, bro, we don't need to go and get Højlund, man. I was watching this guy in Serie A. He wasn't really moving me, bro. He scored 9 goals. He wasn't even the first choice at Atalanta. And yet we went for him for 72 million. It could have been more, by the way. It could have been 100 million euros. But for some reason, we got it down and we paid an 85 million package, bro. 75 million plus 10 million add-ons, bro.
That for me is the worst. I think that's got to be one of the worst deals, man, I've ever done. I mean, it's
ever, bro. Easy.
Shockingly bad, man. Like he's
easy.
Awful player, awful to watch, man. But look, Gyokeres looks like it will get done. I hope it will. They're saying that's stalling again. It's stalling again. The only reason it's stalling, we're not going to walk away from it. They're just arguing over a few £1 million add-ons. That's what they're arguing about, and I don't really know why.
Football's changed, man. Football's changed now. Where I feel like principle is more than anything now. You're going to sell the player. You're going to do it on our terms now. We're not letting you dog walk over us, especially now when Fabrizio Romano's posted a lot of stuff out there, man. You know what I mean? And it really might irritate a lot of clubs, man. When you're hearing that Fabrizio and all these journalists are tweeting about your player, you're like, hold on a minute. Why is he tweeting about our player when we've not really confirmed things? We don't like this.
I agree. I don't understand why this is taking so long, but it has, and I just don't want it to drop the bag on this now because I don't know about you, bruv, but I don't think Arsenal win the league, even with Gyokeres, right? But I tell you this, we have a such better chance of doing something with him in it, right? Do you agree?
Yeah, oh, massively, bro. In terms of you got to remember, like even though I think last season there was a lot of deeper issues in terms of his style of play. He started to come in a long ball team. He started to lose obviously Saka and etc. And but if you'd have bought a striker, them draws could have went into wins, man. You drew a lot of games last season. Did you not drew like 11 or something like that? How many draws did you have last season?
I think it was 13 or 14.
Oh, like come on, bro. There was games where I was looking at Arsenal thinking, yo, you got to win this game, bro. But you didn't. And it was like you needed a striker there just to bag the goals. Even in the Champions League, as much as I say, yo, listen, Real Madrid, you beat them and whatnot. PSG, that first half, bro, you missed a lot of chances, bro. You missed a lot of chances that I think a striker could have been there to absolutely, bury them, man. Let's be real. Like a striker can give you a lot, man. Like, even if your team is bad, yeah. I remember the 12-13 season. We didn't really have an amazing team, but we had Van Persie that got us over the line. 30 goals, bang. As soon as that season went, United never the same, brother. He gave us a special season, bro. We weren't blessed. We played cleverly in midfield. We had Anderson. We had flipping Butler at left back. Like, we weren't like the best team, but Fergie squeezed a lot out of the players. And then we got Van Persie to spearhead us the title. Yes, we had the experience, but you got to remember sometimes the striker is a lot, man. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, like back then, you didn't need 90 points either. Like if we, we're going to need 90 points or over to win this league. Gyokeres has got to deliver, but also Saka, if it is Martinelli or Eze, if we do bring him in, which we'll talk about in a minute, Erdegaard, they've all got to deliver as well. Like they've all got to get their 10 to 15 goals each. You know what I'm saying? If we're bringing in like Madueke, he's got to start hitting double figures if he's getting enough game time. So I think for me, it's not just, we got Gyokeres, let's just relax now. You've got to carry on going as well. Like we've got to go win this league together, man. So that's the way I see it. But listen, people, there's 2.6k in here, which is absolutely mad. So make sure you hit the likes.
What likes are we on?
Ridiculously poor, man. I can't lie to you. 500 likes. That's poor, man. That's poor. Come on, people. Let's get to 1,000. We should be on 1,000 likes by now.
Easy.
Like, come on. Easy. With this amount of people in there, you guys are just being lazy.
Man. We got to hit 1,000 every stream, man.
Yeah, 1k every day. It rhymes. Come on. It's 1,000 likes is needed, people. Come on, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you do it. I'm going to put the quick logo on stream as well because Match Bingo is back. Obviously, the Women's Euros. Scan this QR code, people. Get your tickets for Match Bingo. There's a lot of you that are winning money on this, so please make sure you do it. Women's Euros, pre-seasons amongst us, and of course, the season will be starting soon. So make sure you've downloaded it using that link. Credit £5 and you're underway. You can get your automatic cards and it will tick it off automatically. We get a lot of people that are winning. If you do win, please let me know, yeah, because I've got a little league table I'm putting. And Arsenal are now winning. Liverpool is second. We're not second again, LA on that one. So let's get the Arsenal guys winning. Come on, people. Match Bingo is where it's at, man. So look, we're going to do some super chat, Said, and I've got a couple more things on Arsenal before we close. Connor says, look, do you know what? That's just cruel. Jack H says, Ornstein said in his most recent article as well that it can't be ruled out that, see, I said this. Ekitike won't be a backup or rotate with another striker. Unusual. See, I've got to be honest. It could be mad if that is out. I don't rule it out with Liverpool.
But the thing is, he tweeted that out, and I'm like, you're nasty, bro. Why you tweeting that out for, bro? You get me on Monday, and then look at him now, bro. Look at him now.
Mad, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying, bro? Look at him now, man.
There we go. House 15th. Netweed is giving it to you, Said. You're not 15th at the moment because the table's not started. So there we go.
I don't know. We're not far off it because we're M minutes. So
yeah, alphabetically, yeah.
Alphabetically, bro. Crazy.
He also says you hate Hog. Be careful what you wish for, Said.
Bro, you know what it is? But I can't care because we're in this mess here. Yes, Glaze and Ineos are a big problem here, but we're in this mess because of this guy as well. Because of his player profile selection and what he wanted and who he wanted to bring in the club. He wanted Mason Mount, you know, bro. He said, yo, if you watch the interview, right? He goes, you're going to be a special player here. I'm like, what? Special player? But the guy never played, bro. You never used him.
Oh, man, I'm with you, bro. AJU says, Newcastle's master plan to steal Liverpool away from Isak. Bid a TK and force them to spend big money on him so that they will not come again for Isak. Okay, that's a different way to look at it, I suppose. But I don't think Liverpool will be forced away from Isak next season, even if they can't get him this year. Not that he'll go to Liverpool. He could go Barca or somewhere else. But I think next season is the season unless Newcastle can win serious trophies. Guna Talk Football, absolute legend. He is a member and he's gifted a membership as well. Thank you so much for that, bro. I really appreciate you. And look, hit the like button, people. What are we on likes now? We're on 500. Now we're on 634. Still not enough. Let's hit the like button, people. Come on. Like and subscribe. Okay, Said, Arsenal obviously looking to get Madueke and Mosquera in the door as well with Gyokeres. They're the next three, apparently, on top of the three signed in Kepa, Norgard, and Zubimendi. So that's 6 players that look like they're coming in the door. Eze is being linked and Rodrigo is being linked, right? So I've got 2 questions for you, right? The first one is, how do you rate the window so far for Arsenal without Eze and Rodrigo, if we believe the Gyokeres deal will happen on top of Mosquera and Madueke? And then after you give me how you rate the window so far for Arsenal, do you think we can get Eze and Rodrigo, or is it just one?
I think it's just one, if I'm being honest with you. And I think if you get Eze added with Gyokeres, Mosquera, Norgard, Zubimendi, and Kepa, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I give that a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10, you know, man. I'm being honest with you, man. It's not maybe a Liverpool window, but it's definitely a solid 7.5 out of 10, bro. You know what I mean? Like, definitely, bro. Like, because the only thing I would say, the reason why it would go up would be, I would think for me, the Madueke one is not the greatest, but again, he's there. And then in terms of left winger, I don't think you've got the best left winger as well. And then Mosquera's fairly kind of like unknown quantity. What's this breaking news? Sorry, Newcastle expected to accelerate.
Accelerate visa.
Yeah, next 24 hours, Sammy Mobkel. Again, I don't really seem to understand why that kind of affects us, but I get people are trying to make stories up, but yeah, I'll give it.
I think they'll sell both. I think they'll sell both.
Listen, I know, there's people out there like shout out to Lee Gunner. He said it was a 4 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's a bit harsh. You know what I mean, bro? It's a bit harsh, bro. And I was watching your show the other day, yeah, and what I would say is that yes, there's not direct upgrades. I hear where Lee Gunner was talking about, but either way, Jorginho was on the decline. He wasn't someone that was gonna get there. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Norgard, as people might think he's a bad player, but I still think he's got a lot in his tank to give, I still think for me, he can play in a system where, he gets the ball from the 6 and he can actually receive it and pass. He's not the most mobile, but I think he's aggressive. I think he's got very, very good technically. Mosquera's one for the future. I still think for me, you'd want that better than a Kivior. I think Kivior, really and truly, I don't think there's a potential and ceiling for Kivior. Madueke, I don't rate, so I'm not going to talk about that one. Zubimendi, I think for me, he's not better than Partey, but I still think for me, you were going to upgrade on Partey regardless anyway. So it's like, Zubimendi's there, and I think he's a good signing, right? And I think Gyokeres speaks for itself. You know what I mean? So, I hear it. It's not the scary window, but it's still a good window when you look at it in terms of what you brought in. You just maybe need an Eze to make it very, very good. You feel me? You bring in Eze, wow. You know what I mean? You're moving mad. You bring in a Rodrigo,
that's like a 9.
The best window of everyone.
yeah.
You've had the best window of everyone then. You know what I mean, broski? So it's one of them. It's one of them. Like, I wouldn't get too mad, but you know what I'm saying? I think for me, it's still a good window, man. Listen, it all comes down to the fact, like you spent a lot of money to get here now. It should have been a title before this anyway. Arteta should have won a title before you got to this phase. Now, I still think it's down to Arteta and the tactics he deploys and the way your team has been playing. Like, that's what it comes down to, man. We look to signings too much. But what can you do within? What can you do within to say, right, we are going to be title contenders. We as a football club are going to have that mentality. Sometimes it comes within. That Slot built the mentality within. You feel me, broski? So we can all say, it's about signings, about this and that, but you have to have a level and a belief within your manager as well, bro.
Look, I don't have the belief in the manager. I've got to be honest, because I think he's proven for quite some time, if I'm honest, that he hasn't been able to get us across the line. But look, I'm happy to be proven wrong, and I hope he does it this season for us, right? What I will say is, if I'm honest with you, big up to Shane Gooner for the raid as well, man. Much appreciate that. We've got 2.4K in here, people. Let's make sure we get the likes up to 1,000 likes. Come on, we can do it. Big up to Shane. Look, okay, let's go for it. What you've just said there in terms of upgrades, I don't think we will know until the season starts whether the players Arsenal bought in are an upgrade or not. I think that's fair, right? But from here, is Kepa going to be an upgrade on Neto? I bloody hope so, right? I don't think we'll have to use him that much. But if we do in goal, then I think he's better than what Neto was, because he looked a disaster when he did play right for us, which was very little. Obviously, Mosquera is an upgrade on Tomiyasu because at least he's bloody fit. Tomiyasu's not, right?
Yes.
Norgard, I don't know if he's an upgrade on Jorginho yet, if I'm honest, but I'd like to think he was if he's younger.
You like to think so, yeah.
I don't think Zubimendi's an upgrade on Partey, but I don't think he's going to be massively worse than him. But I could be. I haven't seen enough of Zubimendi. Madueke's got to be better than Sterling. Let's just be real. I know he's a lot of money and it's too much money, but that for me has got to be an upgrade. And Gyokeres is an upgrade on Havertz. So I can look at it that way, Said, and go, we've got all upgrades. But I can also look at it and go, I don't know if they are. And that's the side that I am. And it's not because I'm trying to be pessimistic or negative. I'm trying to be realistic here. I have no idea. I cannot tell you and put money that Zubimendi is going to be better than Partey. I can't tell you that Madueke is going to be a huge upgrade or Nelson or Sterling. I don't know this until I start seeing it, right? They're not like wow players at the moment, other than Gyokeres for me. Zubimendi, I'm not wowed, but I'm like, from what I hear.
They don't need them movers, I hear you on that.
Yeah.
But again,
that would be good.
But again, that's what I'm saying to you. Like that gap there, or how you feel, then you find a system or style of play or whatever Arteta's doing. Arteta's got to come in with that 22-23 style now. He can't be doing no long ball tactics now. He's got to be playing a sort of football that excited a lot of fan base in that 22-23 season where you were playing some ridiculous football. You know, if you go down to that level, then I think maybe it might be possible that, you know, Arsenal might be in that kind of almost situation where, you know what, it's not been amazing, but you know what, we've got a brilliant style of football and it looks good. You know, we were seeing something that we can believe in that might get us to a title race. But it all comes down to the feeling within the football club, bro. And that right there, you need to have that feeling from the manager, bro. And ultimately, you're not getting that. If them signings are not upgrades, well, you need to see a style of play. If Zubimendi plays a different way to party and you win the league, you know what I mean? You can then say, wow, vindicated. You know what I mean? We've been proven wrong. But is it though? Is it? Yeah, I mean,
and that's the big question mark now. That's the big question mark. We don't know yet. And look, I like Gyokeres a lot. I wanted him, Saeed. I knew we weren't going to get Isak, so he was the one I wanted. Gyokeres comes in, that's a game changer. I think Eze is a phenomenal player. And I actually do think that not only is he Premier League proven, he's versatile, but he actually turns up in big games, Eze. And he scores goals against big teams. He scored them against us. He scored them in the FA Cup final. He's got goals against Liverpool, City, United. He's done very, very well. So I look at what Eze's brought to the team. If he does come and think, yep, that's good. I don't see us going for Rodrigo. Alex Crook saying that Liverpool are our favourites to get Rodrigo. I don't know. Liverpool favourites to get bloody everyone, it seems.
However, yeah, exactly.
I think Rodrigo, like you say, that would take our window to like a 8 or a 9 out of 10. Like getting Rodrigo, Eze, and Gyokeres. I'm like, they're the three I wanted it before a ball was kicked or before we'd even started talking about transfer windows. Yeah. So for me, that would be an unbelievable window. I don't think anyone could be moaning about that. But I don't see us getting both Eze and Rodrigo because Madueke,
I can't. You know, I even think this Eze one. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, man. You see, Crystal Palace, man. Remember Zaha? Remember Elise? They don't really like there's something about their football club that I think, like, it's not one of them where you really, really wanted to leave. Like, it's a family club. They've treated Eze well since he came from QPR. Like, I don't think there's a willingness to kind of move, man. He's the main man at Palace. Life is good. He probably gets treated well over there. You know what I mean? I think the Eze one is a bit more complicated than a lot of people think.
Well, a release clause, isn't it? 68 mil. We just got to release the clause. Just get him. Well, what are we doing? Why are we trying to
I hear it. But I also think, like, you know, like, do they have that feeling that Eze really wants to leave as well? I hear what you're trying to say. But have we got, like, is there agreement? Is there personal terms been agreed? I could be wrong. Like,
I mean, they're saying that, like, Palace's camp and Arsenal's camp have met. Eze wants Arsenal, personal terms agreed, but it's the fee. And we're trying to say that we don't want to pay the release clause. The 68 million release clause that can be paid in 3 installments. You'd think that's quite simple, but Arsenal apparently are looking. There's a lot of rumors suggesting we're looking at 60. So, like, can you accept 60 and over 3 years? Some are saying we're going to chuck in Reece Nelson in the deal and look at a player swap deal as well as some money. Wow. So I don't know, man. Fulham apparently are interested in Nelson as well on loan again. So I don't know, man. There's a lot.
What a loan?
I don't want to loan him out again, man. I can't keep.
How long's he got left in his contract?
I think he's got 2 years left.
2 years, yeah. You don't want to be loaning him out, and then you have 1 year left, and then it's like you're messing around, man.
Yeah, he's on 100K a week, bro. You know, 100K a week he's on. You know,
yeah, bro, it's serious, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. You can't be loaning him out, bro.
No,
you can't.
But look, I think we get Gyokeres, we get Eze. I'm with you. I think it's a 7. If we start getting Rodrigos and, like, cover each position, I think we've got to look towards an 8 or a 9 because that would be unbelievable window. That'd be the best window I've ever seen. Like 8 players coming into Arsenal. I never thought that.
Bro,
I thought we could have 5 maybe.
When's that time we done that though?
I don't know. I don't think we have. I think we put 6 in before, but not 8. That's why I can't see it, bro. I can't see it, if I'm honest. Like, some people are saying yesterday that are ringing me up saying, I think after Gyokeres we're done. Other people saying, no, we're going to go for Eze and Rodrigo. Some people saying, I think we might get Eze and Gyokeres. That'll be it. I don't know what way it's going to go, but there's still a long way to go in the window. We've got to, like, be patient with it and see what happens. Obviously, there's no massive news on Arsenal. We want to sell a few players. Obviously, Zinchenko wants to be gone. Lokonga. There's mention of Kivior, but I'm not sure on that one. Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson. They're the sort of players, like 4 or 5 players you've got to get rid of. But let's see. These super chats I'm just going to do before we close.
Big up, man. Big up everyone. Like the video, man. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We're on 730 right now. Come on, people.
Come on, peeps. Come on, peeps. Just hit
Get
the
to
like and
1,000.
subscribe. It's free, man. Hit like and subscribe. Danny React says, Gyokeres' brother is following Arsenal on Instagram. Oh, it must be done. I hate all this, man. This is just, it's so
I hate these
desperate.
little Instagram follows and all of this bull. Like, I hate it, bro. I really hate when they do this Instagram follows and all of that, man.
It's mad, bro.
Jarring.
It is jarring, bro. NetTweet said it's 6 at the moment as it stands without Eze, but I'll give Berta a 9. I think that's fair. I think what Berta's trying to do negotiation-wise with Gyokeres, not sure we can give him a 9 yet. I think Mosquera is definitely the guy that Berta wants, and Gyokeres is the guy that he wants. But I don't know. Berta's got to do a lot more for me still. And then we've got Abdullah, who has said, why is 52 million for a Premier League proven 23-year-old Madueke louder than 80 million for a 23-year-old unproven striker from the Bundesliga? I don't want Madueke. I'm just asking. Do you know what? That's a great shout, you know.
It's not 80 million, by the way. It's around about 67 million.
It's 80 million euros, isn't it? So that's like 60.
8 million euros, yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's a hell of a lot of money still, do you? For a player who's not really proven. Like,
But what I will say, though, is that the potential of Ekitike is more than the potential of Madueke. You know what I mean? Like, there's actual like credibility in what Ekitike has done in Bundesliga. You know, to get the amount of goals that he's got and what he's done at Frankfurt is more than what Madueke has done. What's Madueke done though? In a Chelsea shirt, you know what I mean? Like bro, he hasn't really done much, has he? So that's where it lies down to. How much do you believe the player's worth versus the potential of that player as well? Like, that's what you got to do. Like, football now is about potential. And Madueke, I'm sorry, but what has he done though? Like, to be worth
I don't get that signing, brother. I do not get that signing at all. I find it bizarre. And do you know what's frustrating? With Chelsea, they say we want this much, and Arsenal just go, there you go. There's no negotiations. We don't try and get them down. But with Sporting, the striker we're desperate for, we're trying to get him down, brother. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I can't lie to you. It is bizarre. It is bizarre.
It's well bizarre, bro. Well bizarre. Lord says Zubamendi, Party, Norgard, Jorginho, Noni, Gabby, Gyokeres, Kyaneze levels. I think he's trying to say, like, obviously, we're upgrading, but I don't think we can say that until they play. But certainly on paper, there's no doubting that Gyokeres is an upgrade and Eze would be an upgrade.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, the likes of Zubamendi we're questioning and others were questioning. But, you know, I like the Mosquera deal because it's intriguing. It's interesting. He's a youngster that can, you know, be up there. He's obviously been identified by Berta as one of the best in Spain. Obviously, Gyokeres, he completely swayed us away from Sesko to go for Gyokeres. I like that. So for me, I've been cool with it straight away, but there's still a long way to go, to be honest with you. I got to be honest. But yeah. One last question to you, Said, before we close is a Man United one very quickly. What would be a good window for you? Like, what would you've said about 7 and 8 for Arsenal? You've tipped Liverpool to have a very good one. I think they've already had a good one, to be fair. What about United, man? What would be a sensible one for you to go? Do you know what? That's a 7 out of 10, or that's a 7.5. Like, what's that?
Can we even reach 7s now at this rate? You know what I mean? Because it's late in the window. You know what I mean? Right. Cunha one. Okay, cool. That's a good player. And Mbeumo would take it to a 5. And then after that, bro, I don't know whether the signings excite me after that, bro. I don't know whether it would actually go above a 6 or 7, bro. I'll be real with you. I mean,
it's tough, man.
If we got Mbeumo, Cunha, a goalkeeper, midfielder, and a striker, you could then say, you know what? Because the thing is, right, we've gone for quality more than quantity. You know what I mean? Right? You know what I mean? Sometimes you can buy a lot of things in life, yeah, but it might not be the good. Like, remember when they sold Bale and they bought flipping 1,000 players and only Eriksen was the best player there. So we go and get quality players. It could stretch to a 7, you know what I mean? Or 7.5. But right now, it's looking like it's not even reached a 3, man. 3, 4. I mean, it's that, bro.
It's horrific. Like,
it's horrific. One signing, bro. After finishing 15th, bro. It's mad, bro. It's mad.
It really is, man. I think United might be a little bit embarrassed, if I'm honest, the way it's going. Mike says, Dan, does no Arsenal fan remember Partey getting suspended and then costing us 2 goals against PSG away? Yeah, look, I got to be honest. I think that The Zubimendi one is a very interesting one, not just for those reasons in terms of is it an upgrade, but actually this is the one that Arteta has identified for about 12 to 18 months now to take our midfield to a next level. So it has to work now. He spent a hell of a lot of money on that midfield. It's over 400 million, in fact, that Arteta spent on that midfield now. He's got to get it right, man. But look, we're gonna finish there. Make sure you do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe. We did 1,000 likes on this one. Make sure you're following Saeed TV as well. He's going to be live. Well, majority of the day, most days he's
most days, man. We gonna be here, man. We gonna be here, man. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna do 100%. Something.
100%. I'm going to send you over to LB. LB's chatting at the moment about City's transfer, but which is quite interesting at the moment. It's going to be quiet for Man City, so see what he's chatting about.
City in the mud. City in the mud.
So yeah, man, we're going to raid them City in the mud, and Dan Potts raid City in the mud, and yeah, man. What you got coming up, Saeed?
Yeah, I'll have a video out on this Ekitike situation, probably around about 2 p.m. And then I'll be live this evening, probably with some waffle. You know what I mean? I might just call it transfer waffle. You know what do you reckon to that?
Yeah, do it, man. Do it.
Transfer
for United,
waffle, guys.
United, it can be. Do you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Man. Transfer waffle, man. We'll just call it transfer waffle. You know what I mean? So join us tonight around about maybe 7 or 8. Depends on when I feel like it. And yeah, man. Big up to the community, man. We've had good numbers here. We had good numbers before on our show. So just keep supporting us, man. We're trying to give you some real content, man. None of this fake opinions, man. And you know what I mean? Sitting on the fence, man. We're organic, bro, around here, man. You know them ones there. So big up to you, lot, man.
Facts, bro. Nah, come on, big up to you for coming on every time. Make sure you go show LB some love. And yeah, City in the mud raid. And yeah, we'll see you next time, people. We're out of here. Laters.
Peace.